Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action now. Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They go play action with Jackson. Being chased out left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the first running back drafted in April. This is Breece Hall. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
In motion, Hill. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Hall again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. In motion left is Wilson. They'll run with Hall. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
In motion left is Wilson. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From midfield, here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 36. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in 1 uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary. Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Waddle now to return it.
Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him. Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd and 2. Tua throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. In motion left is Wilson. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Tua now on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion. They'll run with Hall. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll look to run with Hall. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Right back to Dobbins on first. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On the ready.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
The ready.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
A legacy player in the NFL, Cedric Wilson, 602 yards last season, nearly beat his father's best season when he played in the league. The Miami Dolphins, they're betting that Wilson can surpass not only his dad, but become a big-time player in their revamped passing game. Nice catch there for a first down.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua, a final shot before half. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 9. Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Tua going to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jackson going to run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And some room to maneuver.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Two and a throw again. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. Tua on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
A chance for Waddle on the return.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. What a run that was. 88 yards on the
punt return. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
He's going deep for Brown.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
On third down, Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drop.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 at their 38.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 8. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked